What's up to all of my Aquarians out there, and welcome back to Pulse of the Cosmos. This is your weekly astrology horoscope for the week of June 15th to the 21st of 2020. So let's get into it. We have so much going on this week, you guys. We have come Sunday the 21st, depending on where you are in the world, we are going to have a new moon solar eclipse on the 0 degree solstice mark of Cancer. And as well, we're going to have Mercury going stationary retrograde in Cancer as well on Wednesday. So a lot of activity for you guys, my Aquarians, over there in your 6th house. And I want everybody to understand as we're coming into these times that there's a lot of fated shifts and there's a lot of fated new beginnings and initiations into new experiences that your soul has already entered into some sense of a contract to undergo while it's here in this incarnation on this physical plane. These are very karmically connected experiences. We have the North Node, less than a degree away at 29 degrees and change of Gemini. So this is connecting us to places of our highest destiny and connecting us to places of our ultimate truth. But it's going to involve some kind of reset and some kind of restart. And it can be, in a sense, startling to work with some of that energy, especially if you're not kind of prepared or understanding what's going on in the world around you as in terms of these fated events and fated circumstances. So for your 6th house, my Aquarians, this is dealing all with your day-to-day life activities, right? This is really your work house. This is kind of how you structure your day, your habits, your health routines. So for some of my Aquarians out there, there may be a big shift and a big new direction looking at your physical health and the way that you treat your body. This could also be something to do with your work life. Do you feel divinely connected to the work that you're doing? And I know that's important for a lot of my Aquarians out there to feel that connection. You need that kind of connection in order to feel purposeful and in order to kind of manifest the best space for yourself in this life. So do you feel that divine connection with the work that you're doing? If not, this might be part of the reset to kind of redirect you into a fated circumstance that is putting you into a more aligned place. Or this could also be if you are in a certain job that is of alignment and that is, that you've been, working really hard at. This could be you leveling up to a new level of expansion within that experience. This could be a new beginning, a new initiation into a new phase of this level of your work life or your day-to-day life here. And, this is also the house of service. So we're looking at personal service, service to self, and service to others as well. So look to, and this ties into the physical health as well, but this could be a lesson in self-love for a lot of you. Are you taking some time to take care of yourself? Are you taking some time to check on your own health and nurture your own needs and your own wants and your own desires and, express yourself and that kind of unique, individual, amazing way that all Aquarians have? Are you kind of giving yourself the love that you're seeking to receive out of this life? That'll be another question in the air. And then, with Mercury going retrograde in this house as well, you can expect some miscommunications in the day-to-day structure of your life, or kind of maybe at work, some things kind of, things are miscommunicated or little things just kind of going awry. But I think this will overall not be the worst Mercury retrograde. I think it's going to be very healing. I think it's going to be a lot of processing for a lot of people, looking into the ways that they think and the ways that their perspective can attach them to different things that might be toxic or might disillusion them. So use this kind of time to, again, kind of observe your thoughts as a conscious observer, kind of see how they're affecting your brain here and how you're communicating with others, and how maybe you could look to make a shift in a new direction, and that way like integrate some kind of new, maybe you're just not articulating your thoughts clearly enough to other people, or maybe they're just not hearing you in the way that you want to be heard. This is a time to kind of sit back and process and look at the ways in which you're trying to communicate. That was a really long-winded way to say that, but we got there. But in any case, I love you all, my Aquarians, so much. Let's see here. We're going to pull some cards for you guys. see what's going on there. These are major initiations into new fated circumstances, and I think that it can be a really exciting time if you're ready for it. But if you're fearful and you're attached to some kind of old circumstance or old kind of form of structure or security that you don't want to let go of, that's really just holding you back, these will be intensely challenging times. So it all depends on where you want to direct that kind of energy for the next. And eclipses last like the energy of that solar eclipse will come in the next 6 months to almost, maybe even a year after this. You'll be feeling kind of the impacts of where it's hit in this area of your life. So let's see here. Okay, so we did pull the Four of Swords. So yeah, it looks like maybe this week taking kind of a mental break to kind of just reassess, kind of not necessarily disconnect in a bad way, but just kind of disconnect from where you're getting too intensely emotional about something. If you're feeling like something is really eating up space in your brain, maybe even not really emotional, but you're just allowing some kind of tick to rent space in your head and it's driving you crazy. This is encouraging you to take kind of a mental rest, right? Take some breaths, put the swords down and lay down for a minute and just let yourself process what's going on in your life. We did pull the Emperor as the challenge. So yeah, maybe a lot of you guys are feeling restricted by certain boundaries in your life, and you're feeling like sixth house does have to deal with routines, which are kind of like many boundaries that we put around our day. We kind of structure with these little boundaries that create routines. So this could be you feeling like you want to break out of some of these old structures and out of these routines and kind of rebel. And even this is authority, maybe wanting to rebel against certain authorities in your life that are kind of initiating you into a new direction. But whatever this is discomfort within some level of your of structure in your environment, wanting to kind of break out of that, and it's causing you maybe a little bit of that mental anguish. But here we have the Page of Pentacles. So this is interesting because, this is like, I get a lot of this as being the divine trying to communicate with you and send you signs and send you messages and send you synchronicities that are kind of giving you those downloads into little directions you can take to break out of maybe this rut that you've been feeling, or get out to experience something new, or incorporate something new into your routine, or look to heal your body in some sort of way. All of that sixth house energy. But this is like you learning something new. Page of Pentacles is very much so a student in the most literal sense. And since the sixth house is your house of your work habits and things of that nature, this could be you looking at a new job, getting into a new job situation, or thinking that you want to study something new or go in a new direction in that way. Or maybe this is you feeling called to be in a position of service to others at this point, and you're looking where you can bring that Aquarian leader out of yourself to be a humanitarian during these times. But whatever this is definitely new beginnings, and this is definitely you focused on your future. You focused on your goals. You're focused on this pinnacle, what you want to create out of this life, and you have the ultimate ability to manifest that within yourself. But remember that it does start from coming in that place of self-love. So if you're struggling in that area, put some conscious attention on self-love this week. Do some meditations, do some chakra balancing, whatever it looks like to you. But in any case, I love you all so much, and I will be back next week with your weekly astrology.